Hey ho folks, what's up? This is Makro and today we're playing Satisfactory again. Last time around we jumped forward into phase 5 and we had a look at this factory here, which will provide us with uranium fuel rods actually for a nuclear power plant, at least the first phase of it, let's say. And we left off realizing that we didn't have all the recipes available that we needed for our plan. And speaking of our plan, let's have a quick look. It's only this area over here that we still need to set up. All the other things I just showed you around last episode. So as you can see, we use a lot of alternate recipes here for the whole plutonium processing thing as well. Those things we can move over. We already finished them. So yeah, we hadn't had all the recipes available, but now we have. I unlocked them in between episode as promised. So now we can go ahead and start finishing, let's say, our factory here. And I suppose we start with this line here, the uranium cells, encased uranium cells, and the fuel rods themselves. And then we set up all the nuclear power plants, which will then provide us with the uranium waste here so that we can set up the whole plutonium cell or plutonium fuel rod production line rather, right? Yeah, I guess so. Okay, so we have to start with this guy here too. Infused uranium cell manufacturers making encased uranium cells. And we need what? We need uranium, silica, sulfur, the remaining sulfur, the remaining quick wire, and the uranium, as I already said. Let's see where we are going to place that one. So we have sulfuric acid. We have the sulfur here, which we still need to split off. Let's take care of that right away. Like that. Move the sulfur from here. Good. You know, so now we can continue with our belt this way. We have the silica here, right? Yes. Oh, it's at 100%? No, it's not. Okay. We have quick wire, I think, upstairs. Somewhere. Huh. Yes, here. Okay. That's gonna be interesting. So there's quick wire here. Don't know how we are going to get that over there. Don't know whether I already mentioned that, but I have to start using logistics floors. I don't know I mentioned that already. Alright, so that's the quick wire, silica, sulfur, and then it's only uranium, and uranium comes from over here. And I guess we are going to bring that over underneath here, right? So let's see, that should be pretty close to the nitrogen here. Let's just randomly cut a hole in here, maybe not here, but maybe here. That's better. All right, so let's have a look again. It's 2 manufacturers and infused uranium cell is the recipe. So I guess we could just kind of place them here. Yeah, exactly like that. Select the recipe. That should be no? What is it? Encased uranium cell. Let me double check. No. Infused. It's infused. Don't tell me we don't. I overlooked that recipe. You gotta be kidding me. Encased uranium cell. Infused uranium cell. Manufacturer. There it is. That's exactly what we want. Okay, let's do it again, I guess. Like that. I mean, I can see it. If you can, that's fine, but I can't see it. What? Encased uranium cell. Infused uranium cell produced in a manufacturer. Don't know what's wrong here. Oh, I know what's wrong. I'm sorry. That was a blender, of course. All right, sorry. So we obviously need some more space then. So let's just put here then. Like that, maybe. Okay. Infused uranium cell. There we go. And we need exactly 2 of them. We need the remaining sulfur from here, which we could bring in on the ground level right here. Let me double check the elevators here. Looking good. Yes, we are. All right, so that should be sulfur then. Let's also take care of power here. Just like that. Good. And bring over the sulfur from here. I'm just wondering, how about we do something like that? Let me try. I mean, no, that won't be possible. I was thinking about bringing uranium in here. Yeah, and then splitting it here and here, right? And then bring this guy all the way over. But no, 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 no. Doesn't make any sense, since we have to use the uranium elsewhere still. And that means we would have to bring it out there somehow, right? Out of this tiny space here. And no, we won't do it. We won't do that. So, okay, let's take care of silicon next, maybe. So, also comes from this way. Let's bring it over on this layer then. And then on this one. Right. Those. Huh. I guess we gotta cross this water pipe here somehow, so I guess we just use a lift down here. What? No, I wanted to do it this way around. Whoopsie. So that's silica. Where does it have to go? There. Like that. There. That's the silica being taken care of. Okay, uranium and quick wire. Let's take care of quick wire first. I already forgot where. Gotta get it. Was over here. Yeah. Could bring it all the way around. And never, ever have a look at that thing up here again, right? That's what we do probably. That. That's our autosave. And then I guess like over here and around like that. Like this maybe. 1, 2. Like this. Where are we going to end up here? Like there, which would cross this pipe, right? So we could set up a floor hole here, like so. Grab a lift. Bring that one down, 1, 2, and that should fit perfectly, right? Great. And there we go. Okay, that's quick wire. And quick wire coming in. Good. And now uranium. I suppose we bring in uranium from here as well. 2, 2, 2, 1, 2. Like that. So that we can go further this way or even further this way if we want to, right? 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. And connect this one. And this one. This one. And then we want a floor hole here. Here, and then I guess like that. Great. And we can just go straight for the uranium then. Let's go here, doesn't really matter. Where are we here? What? Sometimes the straight mode still has its flaws or little glitches, let's say, where it won't connect. Where the default mode at least will. So in this case I will use the default mode like in this case here, right? So now there's uranium. Causing some radiation here, but that's fine. Encased uranium cell. Let me have a quick look. There was one thing in the map for which we still needed. That was the nuclear obelisk, or whatever it's called, nuke obelisk. We need, what do we need here? Encased uranium cells. That's exactly what we produce here, right? Yeah. Cool. So, since we are doing that, let's take care of those guys real quick. So we need 100 AI limiters. Which we don't have in... Oh no. Okay. Let's see. Having those in the inventory isn't that good of an idea. I guess we can upload them. Okay. Okay, cool. Now we have 10 of them available. It was 10, wasn't it? Let me double check that real quick. Sulfur. 10, yes. Good. We have 10 of them available, so we can unlock this stuff, the nuke novelists, as soon as we're home again. Okay, cool. So now we're producing encased uranium cells. Let's have a look how we need to proceed here. That's the infused uranium cell recipe here. And now we need another 2 manufacturers for the actual the actual fuel rods. So what I'm sorry. What do we need? We need the encased uranium cells, of course. We need the electromagnetic control rods. Let me check. Where are they? I can tell. Over here, obviously. Yeah, that's exactly what we produced, only 4 per minute. Good. The remaining crystal oscillators and the rotors. All right. The cells, the control rods, oscillators, and the rotors. Let's see. So these cells, of course. Maybe we will. Ooh. And we could still extend the factory a little bit. But we could also just put the next floor on top, right? Which height do we need for manufacturing? Was it 4? No, 5, right? That's a bit of a bummer. Yeah. Otherwise, we could have put another, 2 levels of 2 floors to intermediate floors like this one, like here, for the manufacturers. But that's all right. It is what it is. So that was sulfuric acid here, nitric acid. Okay. I would love to keep everything over here so that we would do something like that, maybe. That'd be great. Let me set the production accordingly. That's the infused uranium cell. No. It's the uranium fuel unit. Yeah, 2 of those. So if we could do it like that, that would be great. So maybe we want to extend this a little further, right? It's like, yeah, you know what? Let's just extend it to back here. And then we're good, right? Pillar here. All the way over. Fill that in real quick. There we go. Okay, let's get power over here. So, whoops. That. And let's bring all the uranium cells over. That's possible, okay, but that's not possible, is it? The other way around? Yeah, okay. Cool. Then just do it like that and like that. That's the encased cells. Oh. Neighbors are operating a drill, obviously. I hope none of that will be in the video. Otherwise, I'm gonna sue him. No, I'm not. I guess we can live with a bit of drilling noises, right? Okay, so rotors are down here. We could bring them all the way through here. Lift them up over here and bring them in on the second layer, like two, like that, right? And we're coming from here. That. Yeah. So, and we want to bring them up somewhere here. That's all right. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Don't even think about it. Ah. No motors in here, right? Okay. That would have been annoying. Yeah, imagine we would have mixed motors in there. And by motors, I mean rotors, of course. This way, and then like here, maybe. And then we want to place a lift here. Bring them in here. Like that. Good. That's the rotors. Electromagnetic control rods. I honestly got no idea where those are. Somewhere back here. Maybe this one. Huh. Very good. Very, very good. This belt is not gonna like us if we were to put another foundation on top of that, right? I mean, I guess we're gonna do it anyway. and remove it again afterwards, right? That's the only thing I can see here, realistically. And then we bring it over like here. Yeah. Like so. And bring in the lifts on this layer here then. Should be centered like that. And that seems to be fine. I guess it's here. Let's see. That's not right. It's gotta be here. There we go. Fits perfectly. Fits perfectly. So let's pull a belt for the electromagnetic control rods. Like so. And connect it up to here. So now we dismantle all of that again. Let's also remove all the poles here. And then no, I forgot about that numerous times in the past. And there are probably a lot of poles dangling around somewhere where they don't belong, but I guess we gotta live with that, right? I don't see any way to remove them, to find and remove them without going crazy. So we'll just leave them as they are, I guess. Where are my electromagnetic control rods? Where are my oh, they're already here. It's just so few that the whole belt is empty. Okay. There we go. So crystal oscillators, the last thing we need here, should be over here somewhere. I think it should be those. Yeah. And they go in here, and we... Let's merge. We actually would have to split them off here again, right? Like that. Can we bring them straight back somewhere? Or somehow rather. Could go through here. Here, all the way over. And then we're basically there, right? Oh. But that's not gonna be any fun. It won't. And instead of bringing them back again, we might as well just... just split them off right here, right? So, like... so... Isn't that the last layer we can get away with poles? Yes, it is. That's good. So let's bring it around here, I guess. Okay. Let's do it here. Cross this. Two. Exactly right. Then let's meet with this belt here. One, two, like that, and now we should be able to bring that over and around to here. That's on 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So excuse me, guys. That should be exactly that layer here. And now you know what? That's fine by me. And now you should be producing uranium fuel rods. Great stuff. Cool. So now let's have a look at the nuclear power plant. Whoa. Okay. So how big is that? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a little bit. Foundations. And in this direction, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half. We got all the connectors at the front or at the back, however you will. All right. Okay. Let's build one and let's have a look. Okay, uranium fuel rods 0.2 per minute. Just as expected. Can't see anything. Can we see how much waste this is going to be? No. All right. So we have 6 times 2.5 gigawatts then, which is 15 gigawatts. That's not too bad, actually. Okay, so now the question is, do we want to put all of that on top here? I think so, right? So let's establish a little bit of roofing here. Let's also need a bit of space at the edges. So that the nuclear plants won't touch the very edge of this factory here, right? It doesn't look as cramped, and I guess we have more than enough space here. Also, we're struggling a bit with the frame rate. the drilling again. All right. Okay, so 6 power plants, right? And I guess we are going to bring in everything from this side here. Maybe like that. How much, oh, how many are that? That's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, no problem. Okay. So, we need to establish a water supply. Let's see. I mean, we could easily do it like that, right? I think so, at least. Yeah, we could. In the most compact way possible. Oops. What? No? Okay. Weird. And you, so... water. Every single one needs 240 cubic meters per minute. That is going to be 12 extractors overall. 2 for each one, right? And also that's way too much for one pipe, actually. That's something I haven't thought about. Okay, so let's use the remaining time to figure out how we are going to do that. What is that? That's the overall water we need. That's 3 lines actually. It's what 2.4. So 2 full lines and a 40% line basically, right? And if we were to split that on 3 lines evenly, how would we do that? Let's see. We can easily supply 2 of those, right? It's 240 times 2 is 480, but this one is already too much. So we would have to put in water like here, right? No. Not right. We would have to put in water here, rather. So like that. So 600 water coming in from this side. providing all the water for this one, all the water for this one, a little bit of water for this one, namely, what is it, 480, 120, half of it, basically, right? Half of it. Same would go for in this direction. Yeah, in this direction we would start with 600 here. Would supply the water for this one, and half of this one. So we need another 240 here to supply the rest of those two. And that would be all of it, right? Huh. Okay. So it's 2.4 and 0.4 times 600 is exactly the 240 remaining we would need here, right? Yeah, that's the way we are going to do it. Okay, guys, I am going to set up the water extractors for that up here. I hope we are going to get enough water from here, but I think so, right? Should be okay. There's a bit more of a lake back there. Yeah. That should work. Bring over the, what is it? 5 and 2, right? 600, 600, and 240. Yeah. Bring over those 3 pipes, rather, so that we have the water supply. Yeah, bring it over and connect it the way that we just planned it, right? And then we should have the water connection down here. Yeah. And then next time around we can start supplying the uranium fuel, and then we take care of the uranium waste with the remaining production line, which hopefully fits into the remaining space that we have left here, right? Alright guys, so that's it for today, and I hope to see you around next time as well. Thanks so much for watching, and until then, bye bye.